Hello, welcome back to feeling, moving, breathing, reconnecting. Turn off your cell phone if you haven't already. Commit to centering in this practice. My shoulders are feeling a little crunchy today. Want to bring some space into the chest and lungs. And as always, working to ground and just arrive into the body. So close your eyes. How's your breath? How's the fluidity of your spine? Are there places of rigidity? Are there places that feel blocked or scrunchy, held, gripping? Could you breathe more silky, more luxuriously? And going from the outer periphery of your skin, can you sense and soften the muscles? So just going from your head to your neck, from the skin to the muscles, from your shoulders down to your chest, down to your hips, your thighs. Breathing deeply. Having an exhale to release any gripping. So I think you can open your eyes. I think today we're going to be creating some fluidity. Move the palms up, reach the arms wide, and reach the arms up, and hook the thumbs. And then come on down, and I'd like to start with child's pose. If you have 2 bricks, could you be up on the bricks? And if you have, if it's hard for you to get your butt to your heels, you could have some pillow or blanket underneath your heels. If you have the bricks, your hands are up, and it's okay too if you just want to have your hands down. Hips to your heels, can you stretch your arms out a little bit longer? And then take the forehead towards the ground. Letting the breath move in a very silky, undulating way. And as you come here and you come into your body, noticing where the mind may still be rushing or pulling you away. And the practice is really healing to the mind because it brings us back here. And sometimes there's some resistance and some, outer momentum that keeps going. You're going to take the bricks with you, or if you don't have them, that's fine too. Walk yourself over to the right. Arms to the right, side stretch. Diagonally, the spine is like it's being blown in the wind, like the way a palm tree can bend. Breathe into the lateral side ribs. Keep pouring the brain out. One more round of breath. Walk through center. Come over to your left, diagonally, right side waist. Getting very long now. Landing in sensation, somatic awareness. A space to process, metabolize energy, emotion, impressions. Okay, walk yourself back towards center. Take your bricks to the side if you have them. Palms down, index fingers facing forward, thumbs very wide. Spin the outer biceps back so that you're externally rotating. The inner arm is spinning out, yeah? And that helps you get the shoulder blades down the back. So rather than your shoulders being up by your ears, as you spin the biceps back, it helps you to get a longer, more integrated arm, shoulder, rib connection. So as you press the ground away and you go high up with your sitting bones, can you compact the arms into the shoulder sockets? And can you move the shoulders blades into the back of the ribs? Can you look between your shins and move your torso back towards the legs? And can you breathe? And can you pour out your brain? And can you keep spinning the arms? Oh my gosh. I like alignment because it brings us totally here. Shake the head yes and no. Pour out the brain. And then lift your heels and hop or step forward. Lengthen out through your spine. And then fold over two long legs. I have a little bit of space between my legs. If it's hard to straighten your legs, go wider. If it's easy, you can go all the way together. So keeping a long, long spine, you can start to take the chin towards the throat, pouring out the crown of the head down. Press all parts of the foot down like you're imprinting into sand. So inner heel, pinky outer edge of your top of your foot, big toe mound, and outer heel. So feel like these 4 points you're pressing down. Hands to the hips. Keep your legs very strong as you come up to stand. Whee! Whoa. Sorry to be out of the frame. Reach yourself wide. Reach yourself up. Take the hands behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back and reach the arms long. Behind you. So a little shoulder stretch. Pump the arms up. Can you keep straightening the elbows? Nice. And then take your other thumb in front, other clasp with the fingers. Can you take your fingers to the low back? So kind of right at the top of the butt, sacrum. Can you press your tailbone, like point your tailbone down and notice how your pelvis tucks a little bit? And just like overdo it for a second. And then can you just gently move your tailbone down and feel like you're pressing your sacrum in. But as you do that, can you counteract that with pressing your legs back? So the tailbone goes in, the legs go back. This is helping us to organize the legs and the low back. We'll need this later. Come back to downward facing dog. Notice the lift of your tailbone, how your legs move back and back. Move the thighs back. And then step your right foot forward. If you have bricks, grab them. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back leg. Can you descend the tailbone? Can you lift the back thigh up? Can you descend the front thigh? Can you move the buttocks a little bit forward? Walk your hands back more. So you might, if you don't have bricks, you could just be hovering. Oh gosh. Wow. So can you find the fluidity and the strength here? Can you move your arms back? Can you even find clasped hands? Breathe. Move your buttocks forward. Ascend the back thigh bone, descend the front thigh bone. Move the buttocks forward, move the sacrum forward, lift the heart, and then release. Step back, downward facing dog. Oh my goodness gracious. Do you feel a difference? Left foot forward, lunge. Find it maybe you're grabbing the bricks. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Move the tailbone down and the buttocks forward. You come more upright with your chest. Lift the back thigh bone up. Descend the front thigh bone. Oh my gosh. Walk the hands back. If you're floating, hands to the hips. Everyone clasp the hands. I'm used to teaching in classes with groups, so the vocabulary is still there. Breathe. Move the buttocks forward. Lift the heart. Reach the arms up. Reach the wrists up. Lift the heart. Hands down. Let's step forward now. Oh my gosh. Is there more leg presence? Bend your knees down. Come to sit. Right knee bent. Left knee to the outside of your hip. Right foot across. Right fingertips behind. Left elbow across. Ha. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Can you roll the shoulder blade, right shoulder blade down the back, and cut the left elbow more into the outside of the right thigh as you turn and fluidify, liquefy the spine. Breathe into any rigidity. Can there be a energy of rooting the feet and the legs down, like you're sort of pressing the feet and the legs down into the foundation? So you're sort of imprinting the ground as you lift up through the crown of the head. And there's breath. Great. Walk the hands back behind you. Change the cross of the legs. Right foot outside. Left foot is bent. Left foot is across. Left fingertips tip behind you. Right arm is up, across. So you're turning the belly in towards the inner thigh. Roll the left shoulder blade behind you. Cut the right elbow very much into the outer leg. Spinning the spine. The intervertebral fluid getting loved, getting awakened. One more round of breath. Lifting the center of the heart. Come back towards center. Uncross the left foot, uncross the right foot. Upward facing tabletop. Hands down, hips up. Lift the buttocks, press the feet down. Great. And then come on down to the ground. Give the knees a squeeze. And then make some circles through the knees, drawing like you're using your knees to draw circles. And you can start small and then go a little bit wider. And feeling how the tailbone and the low back change. How back bends, how much movement there is in the low back. So a lot of back bending, we want to protect our low back from overworking. Feet down, grab the outer edges of the mat, roll the shoulder blades under, lift the pelvis up, hips up, press the shoulders down, press the feet down, lift the butt up. Breathe. Feel how close your chest is to your face. And breathe into that space. One more round of breath. Hips down. Cross your legs. Rock and roll yourself up to sit. Hands down, downward facing dog. How's it going? Is your body waking up? Plank pose, lower down, roll the shoulder blades down, walk the hands more back to the base of your ribs. Wrists in line with the first lowest rib. Move the arm bones into the shoulders. Walk the legs back a little more long behind you, and then big toes together, press the tops of the feet down, press the pelvis down, move the tailbone down, rise up for cobra pose. Elbows stay close to the torso. How much can you lengthen the arms? Press into the hands fully. Press, reach the legs back, breathe. And then come down. Take the cheek to one side. You can make a pillow with your hands. Let's check in. One more round of breath. Clasp the hands behind your low back. Move the thumbs into your sacrum to remind yourself to kind of tuck the tailbone, lengthen the spine so that it's more elongated rather than curved at the base. Reach the arms long behind you, lift the eyes up, lift the feet up, lift everything up, lift your legs, lift your chest, lift your arms, breathe. Go long with your spine, go long with your legs, reach the arms more up, and then come down. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm starting to wake up a little bit more. Bend your right knee. Take the foot down for Bekhasana, the heel to the outside of the right buttock. So we're fluidifying, we're getting energy moving through back bends. Back bends are really energizing. They're antidepressant. But they require a lot of mobility and kind of organization to do them safely. Other foot up, other hand. So quad stretch. Notice how your butt wants to lift up. Can you press the tailbone down and almost like your buttocks are kind of getting heavier down to keep your low back from overarching to make this happen. Okay. Let's do Dhanurasana, the bow pose. Bend both knees. Reach back for your ankles. Forehead starts down. Draw the knees close together. And then you're going to be kicking your ankles back. Lift your ankles up and up. Lift your thighs up. Keep your knees tracking close together. Keep moving the tailbone down. Avoid overarching the low back. Bring the heart into the back bend. Lift the center of the chest. Lift the eyes. Kick up even more. Breathe. Come on down. Cheek to one side. Notice, reflect. How did that go? Hands and knees come to sit on your knees. Sit and reflect. How does your spine feel? Does your spine feel more liquid? Was there rigidity in your back before? Has there been a change? Right arm up, spin the bicep forward, the inner bicep back. Press the arm back behind your ear, so you're really trying to get it back. And then other hand behind, palm is out, back of the hand is to your heart. Can you clasp the fingers? Or maybe get the shirt. Gomukhasana, arms. Cow face arms. Breathe. Keep reaching the top elbow up. Keep rolling the bottom left shoulder broad and back so that you have really open collarbones. Ah. Good. And then reach the arms up. Notice the difference in the sides. And then reach the left arm up. Turn the bicep, inner bicep back, outer bicep forward. Move the arm close to your ear. Take the left hand behind you. Finding clasp. Move the shoulders forward. Lift the heart up. Breathe. This is one to do every day. Oh my gosh. The shoulder stuff, the shoulder crunchiness. Reach the arms up and away. Ah. So, would love to offer the chance for us to do full wheel. It's an intense pose, so this may not be for you today. You could stick with Dhanurasana, the bow pose on your belly, or you could be with bridge pose like we were doing before by lifting your hips. You could even take a brick under your low back. But if you want to wheel, take the hands next to your ears and keep everything close together like you're on train tracks. So the knees aren't going to splay out, the elbows aren't going to splay out. If they have to splay, it's information that you need to do more preparation and you're not quite open enough. You're not able to stay aligned. Can you sink the arms into the shoulders and really commit to keeping the shoulders plugged into the ribs? And then press down to lift everything up. Come to the crown of the head, take everything closer to the midline, knees and elbows in, and then press away with your hands and feet. Up you go. Breathe. Long arms, long legs. Move the tailbone forward and long to elongate the low back. Breathe into the upper chest. Chin to your chest as you come down. Feel. Avoid like bending your knees dramatically forward folding. So if you feel like you overdid it in the back bend, that's something to notice. And, you're taking yourself into this extreme flexion of the spine. And so if you need to, you can go side to side if you built up any tension in the spine, if you overdid it in the back muscles. So I would say go windshield wiper if you have to do something to reset your back muscles. But hopefully you didn't. Let's try a couple more. Hands next to the ear. Press the feet down, press the hands down. Up you go. Crown of your head, draw everything in. Now lift up, press into the feet. Move the buttocks through the knees. Move the tailbone long. Press into the hands, lift the heart. Chin to your chest. Come down. Oh my God. I'm not sure I have another in me, which makes me want to do it one more time. So you can be chilling if you're ready to chill. Hands next to the ears, feet down. Does it help you to go on an exhale or an inhale? Prepare, see yourself in the shape. Go into it gracefully, coming up. Plug the arms into the shoulders, shoulders into the ribs. Lift the heart up. Press the ceiling with your butt and your heart. Wow. Come on down. Oh my God, was something released or awakened in you? Knees side to side. Very fluid hips. Very watery movements, not rushed or hasty. Draw the knees towards your chest and then do happy baby. So now we'll go for a forward bend to counteract all this back bending. Broaden your low back. How's your breath? Has something been awakened? Rock and roll yourself up to sit. Whew! Oh my God. Thank you for going on that journey with me. So after doing back bending, you're sort of like awake, and you could go anywhere with it. But I'd like to do one more thing to kind of cool down and sort of like integrate. Wide legs, hands behind you. And then we'll do a twist, left hand forward, right hand back, turn over your leg. And you're going to keep the belly moving in this way, but you're going to come out to the inside of your left leg. You can take the hand to the hip as you roll the shoulder down. Can you press the backs of the legs down? Maybe you can yogi toe lock the left big toe. Reach the right arm up, and then move the arm by the ear. Has something opened up since the beginning of class? Is there less resistance? Is there more yielding? Is there more permission and softness, gentleness? Like when you love someone, there's this acceptance and compassion. Sometimes it's easier to love others than just to love ourselves. Can you give yourself that gentleness and acceptance, that yielding? Walk through center. Come on up. Take the right fingertips down, the left hand behind you, and counter twist over to the other leg. Come to the inside of the right leg now. If it's really hard for you to sit up, you could be on a pillow or a blanket or a block. Hand to the hip. Roll yourself open. Reach up through the top arm. Thumb back, palm down. Arm next to the ear. Come out to the inside of the leg. Can you roll your ribs up? Can you roll your heart up? Can you reach your top fingers very long to help your spine grow? Can you notice the internal monologue of what you might be thinking about your body or your abilities or how you're doing? And can you let go of the ego, the shape of yourself that's built by our thoughts? Can you just be energy and matter and breath? Can you let yourself be undefined and open now? Walk your hands forward. And if you have the capacity to keep your heels down and your toes up, and you're moving the tailbone back, moving the buttocks back, maybe you reach yourself forward. Couple more rounds of breath. Enjoying the stillness. Walk your hands up. Use your hands under your thighs to help bend your knees in. Cross your shins, or whatever seat you want to find. I'm going to use a pillow blanket, but you could use a brick. Take the fingers behind you, roll the shoulder blades down the back, lift the chest, lift the sides of the waist, and then take the hands to the thighs. Close the eyes. How does it feel to breathe now? Did the back bending give you more alertness, more lift? Hopefully a sense of strength, a presence. Having an inhale for the count of 4, And the exhale for a count of 4. So the inhale is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the exhale is 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple more of those. And I'd like to really force you to do Shavasana. Don't go yet. Lay down. Have a pillow under your head if you want. Have a blanket over yourself if you want. Bend your knees. Really challenge yourself to slow down. I know this is where often I'm like, okay, cool, gotta do more. But let your nervous system recalibrate. One leg long, other leg long. You're kind of on the outer edge of your heels, so your big toes splay out now. Practice letting go. Dissolve your mind. Just land really heavy in your body in the ground. Being breathed. How much can you let go and still you will be supported and kept alive? Can you make the inhale even more silky, watery, fluid, and cleansing, hydrating? And the exhale, very purifying, like a filtration system, releasing stress, rigidity, holding, gripping, releasing old fear. And the inhale is wet, nourishing, light, loving. The exhale, also loving, lovingly letting go. This sense of emptying and filling, of constantly changing but feeling very safe and grounded. So letting any part of you that wants to rush ahead let go now. I challenge you to let that part of yourself gently shift, change, transform. Maybe you can take a couple more breaths today and slow down and really appreciate the in-between moments and luxuriate in this slowing down and appreciating who you are, the gift of being. Valuing your energy. Step the feet in, bend the knees, come over to your side. Take a moment using the pillow under your head or your arm as a pillow. And softly coming up to sit. That was so sweet. Thank you for going on that journey. Let me know how your body's feeling. Hopefully the back bends were like safe and you feel really lifted and more fluid for the day. See you soon. I'm doing a retreat in Mexico this spring with my favorite yoga teacher, Avery Kalapa, and I would love to see you there. And you can also find out more about me on my website, lukesimonmystic.com, And I do healing sessions, intuitive tarot and breathwork sessions, and I lead groups, spiritual development groups, and energy explorations. So I hope you're great and have a good rest of the day.